The internet is full of quick win information and secret to success blueprints that make you believe that there are easy ways to create tons of incredible video content that get you impressive results in just 90 minutes or less. But I'm here to cut through the fluff and tell you that that is a lie. If you look a little bit closer, you'll notice that the people that are telling you this information usually pair it with some sort of course or a one-to-one coaching program to help you achieve success as fast as possible without doing any of the work, and they make a fortune from it. In this video, I'm going to share insights from my own experience of reaching millions of views and earning millions from videos that I've created for my business in what it really takes to create videos that actually help you to get customers, get cash in the bank, and business growth. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Jack. I've been making videos professionally for over a decade, and my goal is to help business owners like you create videos that actually work harder through smart and simple advice. So when you're ready, let's dive in. My first point here is to test. The way that I would maybe like to change your mindset a little bit about these things is that if ever you see someone selling a course that says, I'll earn you 6 figures in 90 days, or that you can go from rags to riches, or you can go from homeless to homeowner in a month, just see them as the common day snake oil salesman. They're trying to flog magical liquids and potions to give you rock hard abs or to make you absolutely beautiful with no work or effort. I see it exactly the same when it comes to creating videos and to creating content on the internet. The only way to win with making videos on the internet is by making an enormous amount of them to understand what does and what doesn't work. And I say this as I used to run an agency. We used to work with some of the biggest brands in the world. Here's a few that we worked with just behind me. Social platforms need data to understand where to point you in the direction of and who to push or pull your content towards or away from. Without giving these algorithms the data, which comes from creating an enormous amount of content in the first year or two, you're always going to really struggle to break through the noise and to get right in front of the right people organically. This is why I don't believe in frameworks, and this is why I don't believe in blueprints or checklists or secret to successes. The only fix and the only long-term solution is for you to test as much as you possibly can, removing the friction of trying to make it perfect and getting stuck in this analysis paralysis cycle. You need to master and build the systems behind allowing you to create regularly. That's how you'll win. The second thing here is that you are gonna make a lot of mistakes. You're gonna fail a lot. Now, that there is really no beating around the bush here, and I'm gonna be like the anti-guru here and say that I can't help you in 30 days, right? You're not really gonna master this in a quarter, maybe even a year for some of you watching. This stuff takes time, and I want to normalize that because that's the reality of the situation. I want to set expectations right from the start and say that if you're going to create videos and you really want to master them for your business, you're going to have to put some serious time into learning how it works. A little saying that I like, maybe we can put a graph up on screen here, is that 20% of your effort is going to equate to 80% of the results. And it's very similar when it comes to content. Let's say YouTube, for example, maybe 1 or 2 videos that you create out of every 10 are going to blow up and are going to do exponentially greater in terms of performance than your other 8 pieces of content. It'll be the same on LinkedIn. Maybe every 8 written posts or photo posts that you put out don't do particularly well, but now every 1 or 2 will do really well. In these posts, try and learn what does and what doesn't work. Why has the content perform better than usual? Is it down to the titling? Is it down to the packaging of your content? Is it the thumbnail? Is it the SEO? Is it the way that you've created curiosity in your hook? Is it that you've structured it and you've added levels of pattern interrupts to really re-engage people as the video progresses? Lots of technical waffle there. What I'm trying to say is you've got to master the art of looking at the analytics to see what does and doesn't work, as opposed to trying to perfect the one video that you want to put out soon. As a little bit of a side note, if you click the link in the first line of the description, you'll be taken to my video starter pack, which will help you to plan, film, and edit videos that will get customers for your business smarter and simpler than ever before. It's about 35 minutes long. Click the first line of the description, sign up to the newsletter that I post, and you'll receive it in your inbox straight away. Third thing here is that being great and creating great videos takes a long time. We live in a world now where we compare ourselves quite harshly to people that we've never met on the other side of the planet, and in that analysis and in that comparison, we remove all of the cadence, we remove all of the specificity around who they are, their lifestyle, their money, their job, their mental health, their fitness, their situation, their location, their tech, their gear, their knowledge, their experience. We remove all of that and we go, well, they're doing better than me, so I'm doing something wrong. Because things take time, you need to learn to build the routine. And what I mean by that is, let's say, for example, 5-day working week, 40 hours a week on average, etc. Maybe on a Monday, you spend 8 hours and that whole day just creating this stuff. That's what I do. I will plan ideas, film new stuff, script new videos, design the thumbnails, package it all up ready for social on that one day, so I know throughout the next week, everything is covered. I can remove it from my mindset. I can then focus on sales, or I can focus on my community, or I can focus on my members. It just allows me the brain space and the mental capacity to really laser focus and lock in on particular things throughout my week. Now, I don't say this to scare you at all, but your first probably 50 videos are gonna suck. That's kind of the situation. You need to figure out how to do those as fast as possible. Even if it's you post 1 or 2 a day. It doesn't matter. It's just a process of getting you used to doing the thing, to being on camera, to talking on camera, to have this very alien, very surreal experience where you're talking to an inanimate object. It's very strange. And you think you judge yourself and you watch yourself back. But if you can speed up that process, and if you can almost lower the barrier to entry, don't have crazy setups like this, just use your phone. Just think of what can I say today? What can I do for a hook? How can I end it? That's really what we should be thinking about. Get those 50 videos out. It's gonna allow you to mentally check out a little bit and see it as more of a routine and a thing to do as opposed to something you're very emotionally invested in. But it's also going to give all these algorithms the data to understand where to point you in the direction of. And for some of you, that might mean 2 years of trial and error. You know, again, you've got to build in the quiet sometimes. You've got to think longer term, not short term. There is no such thing as a quick win in business, especially when it comes to creating videos. This is a decade-long, lifelong journey that you're going to go on, right? And my goal is to try and help you to do that. The reason that people don't succeed with video, or you find that it's a lot of fodder and waffle and just dross and fluff on the internet, is because doing this is seriously fucking hard. It's like I can't really beat around the bush there. It's really hard work, and I think people reach this point where they go, "Oh, it's not working. I've done it for a year now. It's not working for me." Double down. Try harder. Try and build the systems in place. Okay. My only advice I can give is you've got to find the thing that you stick to do the thing more. You just need experience. You need some skin in the game, some experience under your belt, and the data to understand where to go. I'm waffling here, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Fourth piece of advice here is that a great video is only 10% of the puzzle. Let's just say, theoretically, that you have created an amazing video, right? It's got lots of views, it's got thousands of people following you now, you've got lots and lots of comments, lots of likes, and you've gone, oh my God, it's kind of gone viral. Well, what do we do next? Where do we go from here? That can't just be the start and the end of the journey. Something needs to happen to progress these consumers to your thing, to your business. Not just leave them to a wall and go, cheers guys, fuck off. What you've done here is you've won what I call the attention game. You've got the attention from the right people. You've got a lukewarm, at least, pool of people that may be ready to purchase. You know, where do they go from here? What's the next natural step in that process? There is no point creating and spending time on an amazing video if you haven't got that funnel, if you haven't got that system, if you haven't got that natural progression. And I kind of see this like almost, let's say you're starting a new retail store. It's a clothing store. You've got lots of dresses and apparel and those sorts of things, right? There's no point of running ads locally to say people, well, we've just opened this store, come in, or we're about to launch, come in, queue up outside and get lots of foot traffic. If when people go into the store, there's nothing to buy. You need to fit out the shop first and then attract people to it. You don't just want to make your videos, get the attention, then go, oh, we've gone viral, but what do we do now? You almost want to do the boring stuff first. Build the offers, build the site, build the landing pages, build the lead magnets, build the wait list, build the newsletter, build the offers, the lower ticket stuff, the higher ticket stuff, and then start to market and start to attract people to it. My recommendation here is to spend more time now, rather than upgrading the quality of your content and making more and making more and making more. Start to think about how do you perfect the system. Once people have viewed your video, where do they go? What can they buy? What can they buy? What can they test? What can they experience before they purchase? Once you've got that figured out, then start to double down and make more content. So to round this point up, see video as the starting point and not the end. Video is, I think in my opinion, at least anyway, the most powerful way to grab attention, to engage with people, to build trust, to build rapport, to receive support, to validate, to engage, to help, to solve people's problems. The problem there is that it's not the only thing in the process that needs to happen. There's a lot more to it. And this is where video can get quite complicated because it's not about mastering your videos, it's about mastering your business system. Especially if we're trying to create videos to grow and to get customers, we need to build the systems first. My fifth and final point is more of a reality check. If you want to create as much content as possible and you want to create a new podcast and film 30 episodes to launch all throughout the year and to get lots of snippets of content to just bang onto TikTok and to just go, That's quite sad, because in 5 years' time, you're gonna be in exactly the same position and you're gonna have the same problems and you're not gonna have any new customers and your business is gonna have stagnated and it's gonna either have grown really, really, really slowly or it's gonna have gone backwards as other more successful creators and business owners have superseded you and have, you know, gone with the times. My like foundational advice here, and I say this genuinely from the heart and because I want you to do well, is to learn the systems, to integrate making videos into your life, to really learn the data and learn the science of creating content on the internet. Because if you don't, you're just kind of going around and around in circles and you feel productive, but at the end of the day, you're being a productive idiot and you're wasting time on things that aren't really gonna help. You need to commit and you need to spend time and you need to have the discipline to show up even when it sucks, because it's gonna suck. It's gonna really suck. You're gonna have videos that you put a lot of time into and they're not gonna do well. You need to have this mental resilience, right? I think the best way to do that is to surround yourself with people who are also doing the same thing, which is why I run the community. I think you need that support system. I think you need that constant feedback loop so that you can create, iterate, perfect, and improve as you go, rather than learning as much as possible, becoming so overwhelmed with what to do that you kind of go, so it's a lot, it's gonna be really time consuming, I can't do it just yet. You can do it right now. You can use a phone. Get out your phone, film 50 videos in one go, post 50 videos over the next 30 days, learn from the process, get the data of what works and improve over time. But I think for a lot of people, they just don't have that support system. So if you want to check out the community, the link will be down there. Check it out. It's called The Content Club. Yeah, I'm not gonna sell it, but check it out. The internet doesn't need more content, all right? It needs the right content, and it needs the right content to help the right people, to solve the problems, to put people out of their pains, and to help people to achieve their dreams and desires. And the way that you do that is by building the systems, not by just doing more of the same stuff. By all means, go and spend £5,000 on an influencer course that you saw on LinkedIn, or go and invest a lot of money into a YouTuber academy or something like that. But I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna be really candid and blunt here. It just doesn't work. You only get better at driving by driving. The more mileage you have on your car, the chances are you're gonna be a better, safer driver. You know, you're gonna be more aware of the road. It's the same thing here. So if there's one thing I can just plead you on, please don't just waste your money on that sort of stuff. If you're gonna invest into anything, invest into community support, invest in having the right people around you, invest in constant learning. I'm Jack, I've been making videos for over a decade, and the goal with my YouTube channel is to teach you everything that I've learned to help you make better videos for free. There are two ways that you can do that. The first is to click this video right here that will teach you how to make better videos for your business. The second is to click subscribe right here if you're not subscribed to my channel already. We've got some pretty cool people in the community. We're continuing to grow, and whilst we're small, we are mighty, my friends. So I shall see you in the next video. It's so cheesy.